The Akko Gem 2 Black and Silver VIA is one of those keyboards that doesn't scream for attention, and that's exactly why it's interesting. On the surface, it's a clean, full-size mechanical keyboard with wireless support and VIA support as well. But once you start digging into the specs, you realize Akko is quietly pushing enthusiast-level features into a much more accessible price bracket. We're talking CNC aluminum here, the construction is all aluminum, gasket mounting, hot swap support, 3-mode connectivity and enormous battery, all wrapped into a productivity-focused layout. This is clearly aimed at users who want a serious typing tool without going fully down the custom keyboard rabbit hole. So let's take a proper deep dive and see how the Gem 2 holds up in the real-world use. Right away, the Gem 2 feels dense and solid, and that's thanks to its full aluminum body. This is not a thin aluminum top plate over the plastic housing, it's a proper metal case that adds both rigidity and weight to it. On the desk, it doesn't move around, it doesn't flex or feel hollow. The black and silver color scheme leans more to a professional look rather than that playful gamerly look. It avoids aggressive legends, bright accents or gamer branding. This is a keyboard you could easily drop into an office environment as well. One subtle but clever design choice is the acrylic corner inserts, the so-called gems, hence the name scheme Gem 2 because it has two of them. These house RGB lights in it, but instead of blasting light under every key, Akko keeps the RGB restrained here. The result is the ambient lighting that enhances the design rather than overwhelming it. If you are someone who prefers elegance over the RGB overload, this will absolutely appeal to you. The Gem 2 uses the 1800 style full-size layout, which is still one of the most underrated layouts for productivity, or better known as the 98 or 99% layout. So you are getting here a full numpad, dedicated arrow keys and a complete navigation cluster and a minimal wasted space to begin with. So compared to a traditional 104 or 105 key layout, this design saves desk space while keeping everything you actually use on a daily basis. So for content creators, editors, programmers, or anyone who relies on a numpad, this layout simply makes sense. It's also a layout that works extremely well with VIA, allowing you to remap or layer keys without compromising functionality. Akko equips the Gem 2 with 3-mode connectivity, and this is where the keyboard becomes incredibly awesome. It has USB-C wired mode, zero latency here, it's ideal for gaming or workstation use. It also charges the keyboard simultaneously here. It has 2.4 GHz wireless dongle, again low latency here, excellent for gaming, stable connection with no noticeable dropouts. And it also has Bluetooth 5.0, it's perfect for laptops, tablets and mobile devices. It also supports multiple pair devices, easy switching between systems, but here you can experience occasional dropouts, missed key presses and such. Simply it's the nature of the connection. Switching modes is easy, Fn plus Y for wireless, Fn plus U for wired mode, and Fn plus T, R and D for Bluetooth, since you can connect it to 3 devices. In daily use, the wireless mode feels reliable, there's no noticeable input lag for general usage, and even light gaming feels perfectly fine over 2.4 GHz. The Bluetooth is best suited for productivity, but that's expected here. Backing all of this is a massive 8000 mAh battery, which is frankly overkill, and that's a good thing here. Even with RGB enabled, you're looking at days or weeks of usage depending on the brightness and connection mode you used. With RGB off, charging becomes an afterthought. One of the more enthusiast-friendly features is the Akko's ball catch quick release system. So what does this mean? So instead of dealing with multiple screws, you can open the case quickly and safely, making mods and maintenance far easier than on most pre-built keyboards. Internally, the Gem 2 uses a gasket-mounted structure, which dramatically improves typing feeling. The plate isn't rigidly fixed to the case, it's an FR4 plate with flex cuts, allowing it to flex slightly and absorb vibrations. So this helps to reduce harsh bottoming out, it improves sound consistency, and it also creates a softer, more controlled typing feel. This isn't just a buzzword implementation, it genuinely works. Think of the FR4 plate as something in between an aluminum plate and the polycarbonate plate. The included cherry profile double shot PBT keycaps are excellent for a stock keyboard. They are thick, have a slightly textured surface, and won't develop shine quickly. Switch-wise, Akko includes their mirror or stellar rose linear switches, both featuring a light actuation force around 37 grams, smooth travel distance, consistent feel, and they are all factory looped. These switches make the keyboard feel fast and effortless, especially during long typing sessions. Combined with the gasket mount, the experience is surprisingly refined for an out-of-the-box keyboard. Thanks to hot swap support, you're not locked into these switches. So whether you prefer tactile switches, heavy linears, or even silent switches, or even clicky switches, swapping is simple and solder-free. So you're getting all the tools needed in the box for easy keycap and switch removal as well. Instead of the proprietary software, Akko went with the VIA or the QMK support, and that's a massive win here. With VIA, you can remap any key, you can create custom layers, you can assign macros, adjust lighting behavior, and you can do all of this without installing heavy software that runs in the background because it's all browser-based. VIA is lightweight, reliable, and works across operating systems. For advanced users, the QMK compatibility also means long-term flexibility. Even years down the line, you're not stuck with the abandoned software or limited firmware options. Although for less tech-savvy users, VIA can feel overwhelming and confusing, and trust me, it is. I know it's a powerful piece of software, but it is one of the most confusing ones at the same time. Typing on the Gem 2 is where everything comes together. The combination of aluminum case, gasket mounting, the FR4 plate, decent stock switches, well-tuned stabilizers. I mean, you're also getting screw-in stabilizers in the box if you wish to swap to them, but take a listen how it sounds. Typing experience feels controlled, solid, and satisfying. The sound profile leans slightly on the brighter side of things due to the aluminum construction of the case, but it avoids the metallic pinging or hollowness that cheaper metal boards often produce. The stabilizers are clean out of the box with no excessive rattle on larger keys like the spacebar, shift, or enter, something that still not guaranteed even on more expensive keyboards. But if I may nitpick, let's do some pros and cons. For the pros, it has CNC aluminum case with excellent rigidity, it has gasket-mounted internal design, it has 3-mode connectivity, huge 8000 mAh battery, it has VIA QMK support, hot swappable PCB, high-quality PB keycaps, good stock stabilizers, additional screw-in stabilizers, factory looped switches, and stabilizers as well. 99% layout is a pure joy to use, but it also has cons. The full-size layout isn't for everyone. RGB is subtle, not flashy, but this might be a good thing actually. The aluminum case adds noticeable weight to this keyboard, so some of you might not like it. But the verdict here is that the Akko Gem 2 VIA is a keyboard that prioritizes functionality, typing quality, and long-term usability over any gimmicks. It doesn't try to be flashy and it doesn't rely on marketing buzzwords. Instead, it delivers a genuinely solid experience where it matters the most. So if you want a so-so full-size mechanical keyboard that feels premium, it supports wireless use properly, and it gives you enthusiast-level customization without the complexity of a full custom build here, the Gem 2 is actually absolutely worth considering. It's one of the Akko's most mature designs to this date and a strong reminder that you don't need to spend custom keyboard money to get a great custom typing experience here. So that's it guys, hope you liked the video, sub to the channel, like and share it, and I'll see you in another one.